So I had to get little things prepared for the show. Okay? Okay? So shout out to everybody who came in on time. Tears is here. Vieira's here. Aaliyah's here. Nika, Kayla. Who else? Let's scroll down. Let's see who else is here. All right. So my usual suspects are here. I will be sure to give out top commenter of the day very soon. That next week is when I'll have that stuff ready, because that is when I'm going to be giving out memberships to the membership side of my YouTube channel. And when I give that away, you'll have a membership for free, and you guys can enjoy my membership only lives, and we can talk and chit chat, you know, on that little side of YouTube. Nobody's going to see those lives except for the members who pay or those that I gift. And those of you who are in my top commenters of the day, at least the first one, y'all will be gifted a membership. So that's going to start next week. Okay. I think I can do it like once a week. I'll be able to gift out memberships. So that's a little bit of incentive to get your ass in here on time. Okay. No more lateness. Right? All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So StreamYard just informed us that we can, stream in portrait mode, which I thought, I was like, okay, girl, see y'all stepping y'all cookies up. Cute. We love that. Anywhoosies. So when I go live, next week I'm gonna start going live on my Instagram as well, because I think they fixed that little problem with Instagram. So I'll be able to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the show. Raw was really good today. Oh my god, it was unhinged, as Don said today when we was in our group chat. It was in fucking insane in Raw today. Like I'm like, what is going on? There was so much happening, but let's start off with who we saw first. Okay, Drew McIntyre came out there to complain again. Now, at first, it sounded like he was getting ready to take accountability for his actions, because the actions of Damian Priest aided and embedded him possibly winning the title from Seth Rollins. It was his own overzealousness that took the title from him. Okay, so let's just call a spade a motherfucking spade. Okay, now Drew McIntyre decided to switch up on us. He went full flip mode and was like, nah, it's not my fault. It's Damian Priest's fault. He mind his fucking business. So he then decided, maybe if I leave for 9-10 years and come back, maybe I'll get a hero's welcome. Maybe I'll get treated the way that I deserve. And that's when CM Punk came out there and was like, I heard you bitch was looking for me, bitch, here I go. I heard you bitches was looking for me, bitch, here I go. Oh, he came out there like, you rang, Drew. Drew McIntyre got his ass together real quick though. I ain't even go front. That was a hell of a promo you cut, Drew. I fucks with it. And it was real simple and easy, because Drew said Drew said you a motherfucking devil. Phil said, wait, now baby, he was like, when I was here, Drew said, when I was here, you came in the back and was like, I'm the locker room leader, yada yada yada. And I was like, he was like, okay, I expected you to lead. But instead, you left me to the wolves because I was a plausible threat to you. So you made sure that I was taken out. He said, I can sit here for hours and talk about the shit you did and how you acted while you was here. But I ain't gonna do that because we ain't got time. It's a 3-hour motherfucking show. He was like, you weren't no leader, motherfucker. You was a goddamn demon. And I was like, oh, my God. CM Punk said, oh, you needed me to hold your hand and walk you through the mud. He said, I never professed to be a leader of anybody. But he was like, if I did lead, you sure walked in my shoes, because when I left, and you had the opportunity to leave. You left. You got fired. You left. You regrinded. You regrouped. You came back bigger, stronger, and faster than ever. And he said you got to come back. You became champion. You headlined WrestleMania. You got everything you ever wanted. And now that I left and I'm coming back bigger, stronger, and faster than ever, you want to have a fucking attitude about it? You want to have a problem? I'm following in your steps, leader. I'm walking behind you. And you're mad? He was like, as far as me being a demon, I'm no demon, man. I'm motherfucking Satan. Simple as that. He said, I'm a nice guy until you push me to not be a nice guy. And I was like, oh, Dim's the boys. Dim's the boys. Now, before things can get a little too rambunctious, hey, B. Jeffers, before things get a little too rambunctious between these two, CM Punk said, I'm gonna go ahead and roll up out, you know. I'm gonna do what I need to do to maintain this because it's getting a little spicy in here. And I don't want to turn this shit up no more than it already is. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk out. But he was like, let me tell you something. When I win the Royal Rumble, because I'm telling you now, you're not gonna win. He was like, don't worry, I'm gonna do you a little favor. I'm gonna do you a solid. I'll throw you out last. And then he walked his ass out. I said, God damn, that's disrespectful. You was a disrespectful motherfucker, Phil. Okay? Phil said, essentially, if you didn't get to see what the boys were saying to each other, Drew McIntyre was like, I needed somebody to be there for me and to be a mentor to me and to walk me through what I needed to do. I was in a dark place. I lost a lot of people. I had lost a person that was very close to me. I didn't have no support system. You were there. You were supposed to be the locker room leader. You should have been trying to help me get through. But instead, you made sure I stayed down, and then I got kicked out. I got fired. So you did everything not to make sure that this locker room was curated to where it needed to be. He was like, congratulations, CM Punk. You stayed here for a whole month. God, you know, the locker room has a whole bet. The guys and I have a bet in the back about how long you're going to be here. Some of us lost the bet as of right now, but don't worry. It's only a matter of time before you self-destruct and do something else stupid to cost yourself another opportunity at being at the top of the mountain. I was like, ooh. As much as Drew McIntyre be talking shit, he did say some real shit about CM Punk being self-destructive, which is what a lot of us have been saying for years. Okay? But CM Punk came back with the rebuttal and was like, bitch, I'm not your daddy. I'm not your man. I'm not your friend. I'm not your homie. I'm not your lover. That's not my job to walk you through the mud and maintain you as you get through it. You feel what I'm saying? He was like, baby, listen. We all had to go through dark places and dark spaces. But he said, you know what? When I had myself in my dark space, I did the work to get myself into a better position. The same thing you did. So don't make it seem like it's my fault that you failed originally. He said you failed because you were supposed to fail, which is true. Which is true. Okay? The reality of the situation is everything that happens in life happens for a reason. And for Drew McIntyre to blame CM Punk for his failures is wild. It is beyond reason. Okay? Even if he was the so-called locker room leader, it's weird for you to expect him to be there for you like a friend or like somebody who is loving towards you when he never expressed that, never was that way towards you. We talking straight kayfabe now. So that's weird behavior because what are you asking of him? You're asking him to mentor you? Well, he's not your mentor. He's not the one who was guiding you through. And he didn't have to. That's the point. That it was not his responsibility. He didn't have nobody guiding him through except for Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was the only man who had any faith in what CM Punk could do or was capable of. He was the only one. So while CM Punk was standing on that island by himself, you were being coddled by Vince McMahon 100% all the way. And while, yes, you have suffered some atrocities, you lost some things, you weren't told that you weren't going to be shit and that you didn't mean anything to the company and that you didn't have what it took to lead the company. You didn't have the look. You didn't have the wrestling capability. Nobody said any of those things to you because you were the prodigy. You were the guy that was set up to move the company into a new space, but you failed at that job. So instead of you taking responsibility for what you couldn't achieve, you want to put that off on Phil. That ain't Phil's fault. That's yours. Now, don't be trying to, take that food off of your plate and put it on Phil's plate. You got to eat your own. Now, he got enough shit that he got to answer for. It is unfair for you to put your failures onto him. That's not right. That's why Phil came back and ate your ass up. Them damn promos. If you wasn't listening, or if you can't catch how shade is thrown and how motherfuckers read in a subtle way, then this promo ain't for you. You like shock and all on it all. You like that hardcore in your face type of promos. I like a little underlining, silver lining type of shade in my promos. And that's what CM Punk gave you. Y'all go back and watch it. Cause in a nice way, he said, "Look, I'm finna go before I whoop your ass." Cause he straight up said, "I feel like kicking your teeth down your motherfucking throat, but I'm gonna let you breathe today. I'm gonna let you walk out of here today. But I tell you what, I'm gonna do you a favor in this motherfucking rumble." He said, "When we get into the rumble, I throw your ass out last." And then he walked his ass up out of here. I said, "Baby, baby, baby." Sadness. I ain't never seen no shit like that before in my life. Okay, Nicole said also Drew acting like people like him back there when he's been wilding for weeks. Girl, girl, isolating himself from the whole fucking locker room. Okay. Also, at the time, Undertaker was there still, so he should have taken his discretionary up with Mark. Nicole makes a very valid point. Because while CM Punk may have been champion, Mark was the veteran back there, and there was a bunch of vets back there at that time. You talking about CM Punk's era before and after CM Punk was champion? Mark Henry was still there at the time. Randy was there at the time. I think John Cena was still there. He was like on his way out, but he was still there. Triple H was still there. Kane was still there. Why you ain't had take out your frustrations with them? Why you ain't go for them? You going right at CM Punk, the new guy, because he declared himself the locker room leader? What? Child boom. Okay. Edge was still there before Edge. Let me see. Before he gave up the title. Has Edge left yet? Damn, CM Punk got the champion for 434 days? I ain't know that. That's wild as hell. Had a championship for 434 days. Lord have mercy. Yeah, Edge was there when he won that title. No, Edge was gone by then. Because I think Edge got out in 2009. He ended up having to vacate the title. Let's see. Um, Sheamus, John Cena, Edge, John Cena, Hollywood, Hulk Hogan. That's wild. John Cena, Ambrose, Rollins, CM Punk. Yeah, CM Punk was champion from 2011 to 2013. He was champion for 434 days. In that year, he is the longest reigning WWE champion. He had it the longest. He even had it longer than AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar. And Kofi Kingston had his title, and then like Brock Lesnar got it after him, and Brock Lesnar had that championship for only 4 days longer than Kofi did. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me get y'all comments in here. Or at least the other legends backstage. Right. He ate Drew right the fuck up. It was a subtle nom 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 nom. He ate him real slow too. He was like, mm, 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 mm. It's a little bitter on the end, but you know what? It's tasty. Is Drew really leaving or is it just a story? I don't know. I have no idea. If he leave, that's his business, quite frankly. I like Drew. This is his heel character work right now, which is fine. But I'm just saying, I don't know. We won't know unless they make it public. True. Booker T, JBL, Cena. Yeah, John was there. A whole list of Bamas he should have talked to. Right. Hell, Christian was there. Yeah. And Punk has never called himself a locker room leader then or ever. Yeah, girl, he did. Lord have mercy. 434 days. I don't even remember that shit. Then when he left and the way he left, they had Brock Breaker's record, if I recall. Hold on. Because you might be right. Hold on, Tiesa. Hold on, babes. Uh no. No, they didn't, because right after, in the time frame that he was champion, the only way they could make it happen is they had to combine Brock Lesnar's days together. So that's the only way that they could. But Brock Lesnar was champion for 223 days. Um, from 2010 to 2019. And then he turned around later on that year. I mean, later on in 2019, he became champion again, and he had it for like 184 days. But consecutively, nobody has beaten that record except for Roman. CM Punk was champion for 434 days straight, whereas Brock Lesnar, his championship reign was broken up. So I don't know. Yeah, they made a big deal about it when Brock Lesnar beat that record to erase him from the books. He really did. When you look at WWE's website, here, I'll let y'all see for yourself. Hold on, I can show y'all. There, because it's not consecutively. He hasn't had that title for 400 more days consecutively like CM Punk did. Hold on. Let me pull it up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. All right. So we're under the tab of the championship reigns from 2000 and let me close this tab because this one I don't need. And it's open. All right. No, don't highlight it. Let me pull it back so. All right, let's scroll down. We're getting off track, but I like getting off track because it gives me something else to talk about, okay? We talking about me. Anyways. So when you look at the days, right here is where CM Punk's reign is. All right? CM Punk 2011 to 2013. This is consecutive. This is not combined title reigns. This is consecutive. Okay. So from 2011 to 2013, he was champion. Brock Lesnar did not get that title back until 2014. And he only had it for 223 days. Okay. Then he dropped it, obviously, and got it back in some years later. So you're looking at Brock Lesnar's original reign in 2014 to 2015. He was champion for 223 days. Okay. Now we're moving down to 2019, which he was the last person to hold that title in 2019. He beat Kofi in like a few seconds. And then he was champion for 184 days. The only way he could have beat that record was that he they combined those days together. That's the only way that it would have worked because CM Punk was consecutively champion for 434 days. Brock wasn't. Now, if WWE counts it as combined days, that's their business. But if we're being fair, he didn't beat CM Punk's record straight, fair and square. He did not. The only person who has actually beaten that record 100% is Roman because looking at the reigns as of right now, it's more than 645 days, but Roman has been champion since 2022, double champion. But Roman has been champion this entire time. Okay, so you're talking about him being champion with the WWE Championship only for 645 days, combined with his title reign for the Universal Championship. He still has the longest reign for the WWE Championship next to and he that's how he beat CM Punk's record. He broke it, shattered it, blasted it. It's gone. Well, if anything, Drew could have went to creative and said there was my where's my opportunity if he was really feeling like that. He was being held back. So he had a whole roster of motherfuckers he could have been boo-hooing to. And so he could miss me with that. Exactly. That was after the iconic Chicago walkout. They don't. Because anytime they would say Brock's, they would preface it by saying combined. Okay, so Brock Lesnar, to me, I don't count that as him breaking the record because he would need to have a consecutive championship reign. It needs to be back to back. He has not. He is always very choppy with his championship reign. So to me, that don't fucking count. He didn't break nobody's record. Anybody who broke a record, it would have to go to Roman. Roman is the one who broke CM Punk's record because CM Punk of this era was the longest reigning consecutive WWE champion. Nobody had that championship longer than he did. And Vince, even in his petty ways, he just used Brock Lesnar to try to make it look like he did, but he did it. All he had to do was book the man to win the damn matches for a year and some change, but he didn't do that. So no, I'm not gonna recognize Brock Lesnar as beating CM Punk's record because he did it. Anyways, let's get back to the rest of the show, child. But they was all in their feelings, sitting on the edge of the damn rings and shit. It was a lot going on, honey. But CM Punk got his ass together rightfully and was like, I be a lot of things. But if you gonna call me a spade, then bitch, make sure you put a lot of oomph on my motherfucking name, bitch. If you gonna call me something evil, then bitch, I'm the devil. I ain't never been a demon. A demon is a minion. A demon do the dirty work. Bitch, I'm the one who makes the orders. Okay? I'm at the head of the table. Pun intended. Okay? But I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna let you live for now. Okay? Child, it was having a moment, honey. Let's talk about the other promos that was cut tonight on Monday Night Raw. It was a very promo heavy show. We got matches, true enough, but it was a very promo heavy show today. It was very promo heavy, and it was some decent promos being cut. All right, now Ripples and Bust Down Middle Part was in the ring together today because the coach said CM Punk, I told y'all was gonna get turned. He growing that hair back so he can slick it back. Stop. Because he definitely had it in that shortcut. And now it's all laid back. I'm like, this the old school CM Punk right here. That's when he was on Demon Time with that slick back hair. Stop. Now, Bust Down Middle Part and Ripples the Clown was out there having their issues. You know, they finally came face to face. Now, before Ripples came out there, Michael was asking Naya basically, what is her next, target? What is she gonna do? Because she dominated, and beat Becky, which that is a unique word that they keep using in every aspect of this company. And I find that to be very odd. When you go back and watch that match between Nia and Becky, there was no domination in that match. Nia was able to play possum and punch the girl in her face. That's what happened. Don't make it seem like Becky just got ragdolled the whole time in the match because she did not. That's not what happened, babes. Domination means there was no way of her getting in or out. There was nothing. There was just pure chaos and beatdowns. And that is not what happened. That is not what happened. Not at all, son. So let's keep it all the way clear. Let's keep it all the way plain. Okay. Becky lost to Nia, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but she did not get dominated. That match was pretty even kill, and it was just not Becky's day. Nia bested Becky, and that's the way we ended. But Nia got in her feelings because Michael asked her a question, so she ain't like it. She was like, "How about if I punch you in your face and break your face?" Now, see, we finna go on a little tangent. This is why I don't work for WWE. Never mind the fact that I ain't never applied, but the reality is, I don't think I could keep myself in kayfabe long enough because once you walk up on me and in my personal space, I'm gonna take that as a personal threat, and then I'm gonna have to beat your ass. I don't fuck how big you are. I don't care how small you are. I don't care about you being a man or a woman. Don't get in my face like that. You feel me? Don't get in my fucking face like that. Don't disrespect me. I had to pull a motherfucking Dr. Farsier. Don't you disrespect me, little man. Don't you derogate or deride. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you get yourself fucked up out here in these streets. All right? I don't like that. So Rhea came out there. Sorry. Rhea came out there and the crowd was cheering her on. They was living and they were not booing that woman. And a lot of people was like, "Oh, is this their way of turning Rhea Ripley?" I'm like, because the crowd is cheering her, Rhea gets cheered everywhere she goes. Unless she go up against somebody that is extremely likable, Rhea gets cheered everywhere she goes. They don't like Nia, so they cheering for Rhea Ripley. Let's keep it all the way funky. Nia's not well liked. I see a lot of people who love Nia Jax on my timeline and feed, and that's cool. That's your business. But a lot of people hate that woman. They dislike her severely. So more people dislike Nia than they do Rhea Ripley. Let's put it that way. That's why she got cheered like she did. But either way, Rhea Ripley is a very popular star. So of course she's gonna be cheered. They cheer her when she everywhere. When she go back home to Perth in Australia, they gonna blow the roof off of that damn arena when she get in there. Cause she home. What do you think? Some of y'all are special needs. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Any whoosies, y'all. Rhea came out there and said, I see you, Naya. She said, you out here beating people. You talking a lot of cash shit. She said the motherfuckers on my Twitter timeline that like Naya still eat at the buffet at Sizzler. Tears of please. So Rhea got her ass together though. Rhea said, you out here walking around here like you the big woman on campus because you beat Becky Lynch and you done did all of this and did all of that. But she said, girl, no matter what you do, you are not the champion. I am. I don't care how much shit you talk, how much stuff you do, what you run around here talking about. You gonna squash everybody. None of that matters to me. Because she said, if you get in my way or you have my name in your mouth too much, I'm gonna shut your ass down. Period, point blank. There's no if, ands, or buts, no middle ground, no none of that. It's gonna be me and you, mano y mano. So I highly recommend that you mind your fucking business and stay out of mines. Because if you get in my way, I'm gonna have to put your big ass down. And Nia was like, Rhea girl, you been ducking and dodging me since the moment I got back here. The last time I saw you, I put your ass down. Okay? I put your ass down the last time I saw you. So your little empty threats here, girl, they're doing nothing for me. They're doing nothing. Well, she said it's okay because once I win the Royal Rumble and then I take your championship from you, you'll have no choice but to come see me. She ain't say it like that. She said it real boring, like she always do. She was in that woman's face like she was trying to make out with her. I was uncomfortable. Anyway, and then she goes, yeah, see you later, champ. And I was like, what the fuck was that? Oh my God. I was like, girl, please. Then she dropped the mic in her face like she had said something profound. I was like, I said, girl, okay, girl. We love that for you. While y'all watching, please don't forget. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, okay? It really helps my channel and it helps people see it. Algorithm picks it up, all that good stuff. What kind of 2004 movie phrase is that? Naya, come on. Child. Yeah, she dropped the mic in her face like she thought she ate that shit. I mean, it's not even what she said, it's just her delivery. It's so boring. It's not, I'm just like, girl, what you saying is trash. And I'm like, Rhea, you just gonna stand there? Cause as soon as that bitch would have got out in the middle of them rings, I'd have kicked her dead in her ass and made her fall on her face. That's just how I would have did it. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? But Rhea got it together in the beginning, and then Nia just came back and was like, "You just You talking all this shit, but she said when I enter the Royal Rumble, I'm gonna choose you, babes. I'm gonna pick you. And then you'll have no choice. You'll have no choice but to see me. The problem is Nia don't got no finesse. Nia don't got no style in how she use her words. So when it come out, it's just stagnant, late, and tired. Now, if it was me, I'd have said it how I just said it to y'all. I'd have been like, Rhea girl, Rhea girl, Rhea girl, Rhea girl, Rhea girl. I'm saying your name now. Your name is in my mouth now. What are you going to do to me? I'm not motherfucking Zoe. I'm not motherfucking Zaya Lee. I'm not none of these girls in the back. No disrespect to them, but I'm not them. I'm bigger. I'm stronger. And there's nothing you can do about that. Now you gonna have to figure out how to contend with me, not the other way around, baby. Now you might be champion and all that, and congratulations, you're champion. But you are only champion, bitch, because I wasn't here. Okay? Now, if you're gonna call a spade, let's call a spade a spade. Now, to be fair, you're right. You are absolutely right, babes. You eliminated me in the Royal Rumble. Congratulations. And if that is your greatest claim to fame when it comes to me, then you have got a lot of work to do. But it's okay, because I'm going to make sure we get started on that work very soon. I'm going to choose you when I win the Royal Rumble. And then you ain't got no choice but to see me. Because I've already made my mark on you. I've already made sure that you know what's up when it comes to me. That's why you keep dancing around me and picking these other girls to go up against. That's why you keep having title defenses with women who you know you're going to beat, because if you go up against me, you know damn well that I am not no slouch, and I am not somebody you just going to dominate in the ring. That little riptide bullshit you be pulling ain't going to happen on me, babes. It's just not going to work. So you keep ducking and dodging me. You keep dancing around me, finding ways so you don't have to compete against me one-on-one. But it's okay, because you want me to put in the work to get it. So when I find you and I get you, you ain't got to have nowhere to run. It's just going to be me and you, mano y mano. And then when I squash you and take your championship from you, you ain't going to have to do nothing but just go crawl back into your little Judgment Day hive and figure out another way to get another championship, because that one is coming to me. That was simple. That's like, then you drop the mic. Or you could be real petty and end it like, don't worry. When I'm done with with your championship, when I take your championship from you, don't worry. Don't worry. I'll make sure Dom gets home to you on time when I take him for a little ride after I win your championship from you. I just want to go for a little spin. That's all. Then you drop the microphone and leave. And you sashay away. That's easy. It's simple. Rhea is not hard to read. Like it's not hard, because Rhea thinks that she lives in this bubble. Rhea thinks that she's protected. She think can't nobody touch her. She think can't nobody beat her. Nia is taller than her. She's bigger than her. She can be stronger than her. Somebody got to be able to put her in her place. But if Nia gonna go around cutting these weak ass promos like this, bitch, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because you could have tore her ass up on the little side. But you just, ugh. You so, and you arrogant, and not in a good way. You the kind of arrogant that turns people off. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. They did an interview with R-Truth. And was talking about his Judgment Day days, child. Just like how we in the Judgment Day and just in love with the Judgment Day. And I'm just like, oh my God. When they put this picture up, I lost it. Lost it. Look at little Damien. Look at little Damien over here. They going on. Child, when I tell you, I was crying, crying. Okay, baby, this picture right here. They gave little baby Finn a beard and everything, girl. Oh my god. Oh my god. I lost my ever loving mind. This shit took me out. I was crying. Okay. Crying my eyes out. Our truth is a whole kiki, but he is absolutely hilarious. There are very few people that can fuck with our truth. And our truth is just he is just a national treasure that must be protected. He is a national treasure that must be protected because baby, this is hilarious. Hold on. I thought Jared came out the shower. This took me the fuck out. I could not stop laughing at this. But he was just talking about how he loved being in Judgment Day. He's a part of the group or whatever. And the Judgment Day in the back is like Damien thinks it's hilarious. Damien is cracking the fuck up. Okay. Now, Rhea, she's not the biggest fan of it. As you have, if you didn't watch her interview on the Peacock Network when they did pretty much like what's going to happen in 2024, she was talking about how R-Truth isn't a part of the group and he will be dealt with. Now, Damien was like, we ain't going to deal with R-Truth until it's time. Right now, he's not doing anything really bad to us. So let's just cool it. I'll let y'all know when we're going to make a move on Truth. So there was a match today between The Miz and JD McDonough. Okay. So Miz and JD McDonough had their match. And R-Truth was out there, and it looked like R-Truth was out there on the Miz's side, but he wasn't. He was out there for Judgment Day, and JD McDonough and of course Dominic was telling him to get the fuck out because then he not in the group. Long story short, um Miz ended up winning the match due to a slight distraction from R-Truth. And this caused Rhea Ripley and the group to be like, look, we can't wait. This needs to be taken care of now. So Damien was like, all right, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it next week. So the match is set for next week. Damian Priest is going up and Finn are going up against R-Truth and Miz. And if I recall, this is for the tag team titles. I think. I want to say that it's for the tag team titles, I think. I'm not sure. I am not sure, but they're having a tag team match. And I'm not sure if it's for the titles or not, but they're having a tag team match. Now, also when they was back there in their little hideout, Damian Priest was like, we need to talk about this Drew McIntyre problem. And of course, the Rhea is like, we don't want Drew McIntyre as an issue, and he's not our enemy. And Damien was like, I know you ain't serious. This man literally called me out on TV like that. You want me to bypass that and act like he didn't say what he said? Nah, I'm not doing that. Nah. No. And Rhea was like, look, calm down. Drew is not a threat. So let's just leave it like it is. We're not doing nothing to him. We're not going there with him. We're going to move on from him. But R-Truth is a problem. He's costing us matches. He's costing us time. And we need to be staying focused. So they asked him about DIY. They was like, yo, what happened with DIY? What's going on with y'all? Like, that match was not happening the way we envisioned it to happen. And Finn got a little razzle dazzle, got a little rattled with that, and was like, "Nah, that's not what happened. Like, we the champions. They not doing nothing to us." And Damien was like, "Don't worry about it. We're gonna take care of DIY too. We got this." You know what I'm saying? So they settled all their shit, got their shit together. Now, okay, there was a match between Kofi and Ludwig Kaiser. Okay, now if you don't know, last week Giovanni has been put on the show for a couple weeks due to concussion protocol. Now, if you watch the clip where Giovanni suffered the concussion came from when Giovanni's head smacked on the mat. Not when Giovanni got kicked by Kofi. It was when his head smacked on the mat. Dearest, can you please give me, when you get dressed, can I have a juice from up there? I want you to go up there. You just took a shower. You'll get sick. Antoine, you're going to get sick. Do it your way. They might not got this, girl. True facts. Anyways, remember what I said. He hit his head on the mat. He bounced his head off of the mat. Not Kofi kicking him in the face. That's not when the impact happened. So Ludwig was very upset and was defending his Imperium. He's all on his lonesome. He's very upset about that. And this ended up causing this match to go into full blown chaos. They could not get back in the ring to meet the 10 count time. So when they got out, when Kofi had the opportunity, he attacked. He took out Ludwig. He took out Ludwig with a suicide dive. Okay. Suicide dived on homeboy. They got to fighting. After Kofi threw him over the table and they was out there to pull him apart, Kofi ran after Ludwig. Ludwig bust Kofi in the face with the chair, took Kofi out. Then had Kofi laid out on the steps, pretending like he was cool and wasn't gonna go after him. Ran around the ring and double kicked Kofi in the head. Now, I'm all for getting your lick back when the lick is warranted. In this case, the situation is odd that they took this approach with it because they didn't do this with New Day and Ridge Holland. Oh, your stuff will be here tomorrow. Your deodorant and stuff, it'll be here tomorrow. They ain't do none of this with Ridge Holland, and they very, you can turn the fan off too. I don't want you to get sick. And they very well could have because they carted Big E out. You know what I'm saying? Just like they walked Giovanni out. Giovanni just had a concussion. Concussions happens every day, all day. But Ludwig acted like the man was dead. He was like, he took out my friend Walters. Now he took out my partner Imperium. I'm holding Imperium, carrying Imperium on my back. I'm like, baby, it's only been 2 weeks. Okay, it's only been 2 weeks, babe. You ain't struggling. You ain't hurt. You was all right. I mean, damn. If you can't take a little pressure, if you collapse under pressure like that, then bitch, you'll never be a leader. Oh my God. Standing there was like he was about to cry. Then he goes, Kofi took out Giovanni's head. So I took Kofi's. I was like, child, Gunther went to go make sure his wife had a healthy baby. He said he was coming back in 2 weeks. You ain't been holding down Imperium by yourself no long ass time. It ain't like Gunther been gone for 2 months. It has only been 2 weeks. I'm like, nigga, what is you talking about? Ugh. I was so disgusted. It's a mess. Gunther only on paternity leave. He need to relax. That's what I'm saying. She said, my client and I will be having a meeting with Ludwig soon. Y'all know Nicole love her some Gunther. Got enough room? You good? Child, he was tripping. Raw was just so wayward today. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but everybody was on 1,000 today. Okay. because the girls had their match. It was fine. The tag team champs retained as they should have. And that was that. I didn't I'm not being disrespectful, but it was what it was. Now, what also ended up happening on the show was God damn it, I just lost my train of thought. Like I said, Finn went up against Champa today. He was one half of DIY, obviously, and Finn is one half of the tag team champions. Finn won the match, well, lost the match because Johnny pulled his foot while he was getting ready to do a move, and Champa fell on him and got the pin. So they have a win over one half of the tag team champions. The men were girl. The women wasn't messy. The women did what they were supposed to do. They kind of gave you a little bit to eat on, but the men, child, it was giving very much RuPaul's Drag Race. Let me shade you bitches queens in the room, honey. I felt like I was in the lounge drinking an absolute cocktail, child. It's mania season. People are starting to wild out to make sure they get on them cards. And baby, I don't blame them. I don't. But ultimately, Ciampa ended up winning this match against Finn Balor. We hadn't seen Finn Balor on TV in a while, at least not in the wrestling capacity. So it was nice to see Finn back. Then Sethy Poo came. You know, Seth and Jinder got into it. This led to a match that was made for next week. Now, Jinder came out there and said something, but I had him on mute because the kind of shit he was talking, I wasn't trying to hear it. But to just give you the gist of what he said, he basically was like, I'm tired of y'all overlooking me like I'm not a former champion. Like, I didn't beat some of the greats. I beat Randy Orton. I've beaten so many people. I've been champion before. I know what that feels like. Y'all not gonna act like I'm not here, like I don't exist. And Seth just straight up told him, like, bitch, the reason why we don't act like you exist because we don't like you. Yeah, we don't like you. We've been doing that shit on purpose because you're irrelevant. We don't like you, babes. We don't like you. But since you talking all this shit, you popping off at the mouth. Seth took off his belt and said, "Since you got so much to talk, go ahead, hit me. Here, I give you a free shot. Look, my face right here, babes. Right here. You ain't gotta go nowhere. You don't have to do nothing. If you want it, come take it. It's right here, baby. Chin right here. Chin right here, baby. Go ahead, take it out. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get you a piece." Jinder said no. Seth was like, exactly. Same old Jinder. We all know you ain't got the cojones to do it. I'm gonna get my ass up out of here. Go home to my wife and my daughter, get me some dinner, and relax for the night. The fuck? Tried to walk out. Jinder grabbed him and was stomping the shit out of his ass for a minute and tried to put him in the coloss, but Seth was able to get out of it and super kicked Jinder in the face so hard that nigga slid on his shoes face forward. I kid you not. Oh, I wish I could show you the clip, bitch. Because it was too funny for me. He tried to curb stop him, but Jinder slid his ass up out of there. And Seth was not having it. Now, there's a lot of things that Seth will tolerate, but disrespect ain't one of them. But I tell you what, I liked his outfit, but somebody on Twitter said he looked like Jerome from Martin, and now I can't unsee it. Marks with Mikes did it. It was Marks with Mikes. They the ones who said he looked like Jerome from Martin, and that shit took me out. I'ma see if he still got it posted on his Twitter, and I'ma show y'all because I was like, bitch, who told you that? I said, go straight to hell. All of y'all, go to hell. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. Troy gonna be mad as hell with me, but that's what they had said. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. This is what he said he looked like. I said he had on some wee little boots today, honey. Same boots that Jerome had on. They was white boots. Oh my god, I can't unsee it now. It's hurting my feelings. It's hurting my feelings so much. But anyways, oh god, oh my god, that's funny. That is hilarious. Marks with Mice is messy. They are messy. So this led to the booking of their match next week. It's gonna be Jinder Mahal versus Seth. I like this because Jinder finally gets to wrestle on TV again. The last time we saw Jinder, he was, getting punked out by The Rock. But before that, he was paired with Indu Sheer. And while I understood the pairing, I felt like it wasn't gonna help Indu Sheer to be with somebody who they themselves needed to be boosted and brought up. Do you understand what I'm saying? So quite frankly, letting Gender be on his own and wrestling again is smart in my opinion, and that also diversifies your roster. And he's a former champion, whether you love him or hate him. He's a former champion in his own right, and he is a good wrestler. He's very good at what he does. Put your mask on, honey. So y'all got to give Jinder his props. We give him props when props are due. I think him and Seth will have a decent match next Monday. All right. Now, there are a few things that are booked already for next Monday, but before we get into that, can we compliment whoever designed the infographics for Shinsuke Nakamura and Cody Rhodes' street fight today? Now, this match was supposed to be a regular ass match, but it transitioned into this street fight because the boys backstage said that they was back there fighting. Now I was rewinding and fast forwarding and rewinding, trying to find when they showed us that these two were back there fighting, but they weren't. And I was like, why did they say that if they weren't back there fighting? Like, this infographic was legitimately it was so good. There's another one of these that didn't have the street fight on it where it was both. Let me see if I can find it so I can show you, because it showed when Shinsuke missed it him, and it was drawn. It wasn't like a part of the Heard on y'all. Heard and because that was the second infographic that they created for the show. The first one, bitch, so good, that so good. I got you. For the one that they showed on TV was stunning. I thought I had that one. I think I do have it. I think I have it in my phone. Son of a bitch. Let me see if I can. I wanna thank you for letting me be myself again. Ding ding ding. I saw that image and I was like, bitch, this shit is fire. Who is y'all? Who creates y'all infographics? Did I save it in my phone? I thought I did. Oh, I did. It's the same one. Yeah, but on TV when you saw it, it had it had Shinsuke spraying Cody with the mist right in the middle of the infographic. That's what they how they advertised it. And that shit was fire. And that's what I thought I had on my phone, but I got this. I have this one and the original match that they had set up because they changed it from this to the street fight. Okay, which I didn't get to watch much of because I had to use the facilities. Yeah, she said it was in the Nightmare Before Christmas thing. Oh, I need them to I need to know who that graphic artist is because this right here, this is the most fire shit I've seen in a very long time. I'm putting this in my motherfucking phone. Like this shit is fire. Okay. Now, next week, ultimately, Cody ended up winning this match between him and Shinsuke. It had a good showing in this match, as did Cody. But Cody ended up going through a table at one point with Shinsuke having to double knees to him, and then Shinsuke ended up going through a table that he set up, to which Cody was able to hit the crossroads and pick up the win. The miscellaneous matches on the show, the women's tag team match, Alpha Academy. They had announced Kofi's match, Miz's match. You know, um, it was a solid show though, all the way around. I really, really, really enjoyed watching this show. It was so good, and it was just so messy, and I loved it. But it was messy for a good reason. Okay, now now that we got that out of the way, some of next week's matches are already booked and ready to roll. So Um, the main event is gonna be Seth going up against Jinder. Gunther is coming back, because it's Rumble season and it's Mania season, and he has to come back because he's only been gone for 2 weeks. This was his maternity leave while his wife was giving birth to their son. So congratulations to you, Gunther. Also, Damian Priest and Balor are gonna go up against Awesome Truth next week, and then you're gonna have the other two members of Judgment Day and Dom and JD going up against DIY. Now, across the socials, The Rock broke records once again. I mean, he stay breaking records, child. Look at them titties. Got them titties sitting up right and proper. Them titties. Oh my god. Titties. Anyway, The Rock was talked about heavily today, as well as Michael and Wade recapped how The Rock came out last week and just caused a ruckus in the WWE. Now, I want y'all to hear something because I can't play Busted Open Radio's clip because they monetize their platform, and if you put a clip in your show from them, they're gonna have that monetized and they're gonna take the money from that. So let me tell y'all something. Bully Ray is a fucking genius. I don't be giving Bully Ray his props, but he is really smart. Because what Bully said was, he was like, instead of making Roman drop it at Royal Rumble, he said, why not have him drop it to The Rock at Perth, at Elimination Chamber? Then when you head into Mania, you can have a triple threat and have Cody take the title at Mania as a triple threat. That way, nobody is being left off the card or having to do a secondary match that may or may not be as good, or what people are anticipating as a big, you know, show stopping match. You could combine them all together and make it one big thing. And I was like, I can't stand this motherfucker because that actually makes a lot of sense to me. It's all kinds of ways to do this, and I hope Triple H do not take the predictable route. The smart thing to do is to take the title off of Roman now, instead of having Cody wait again, when you can move forward and give Cody his moment at WrestleMania while still shutting Roman down and removing The Rock from the scenario at all together. Okay, so the situation, the way that they have it set up, they could very well still go with having Randy be champion and then Cody take the title off of him, which in itself is a story that would write itself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You could always go back and revisit Roman at some point and still have Cody beat him and move forward. Or you can do the all-encompassing route, which is more similar to what the winner take all scenario, but it's not necessarily winner take all because there's not a lot of belts involved. So You can go the other route, which is have Roman retain at Royal Rumble, move into Elimination Chamber, have him drop it there to The Rock, and then have The Rock move into the space of being the champion leading into Mania. Roman's chasing the title, as is Cody, and Cody can pin whoever he wants for that championship and win at WrestleMania. To me, that makes a lot of sense. A lot. She said the last. Okay, she said also, I don't know how long can wrestle in the ring like that. I thought of the triple threat. I just didn't feel confident saying it. He was low key out of breath last week. I mean, he don't have to rest. I mean, he's not gonna be if they do it right. Majority of the time, The Rock will be out of the ring. Do that make sense? Like Roman will take him out early. Cody will keep him out of the ring. So he's laid out. He's not really a part of it. He'll have his moments in that match. You know, they'll produce it so it doesn't look like he can't hang with them. But he's got plenty of time to condition himself so that he can be a part of it and not be out of breath. You know, he got to build up his stamina. Shit. And you know, in a match with like Roman, you know it's not gonna move at a fast pace. You know that. That nigga take 8 hours to come down to the damn ring. So they'll be all right. Yeah, something like that, Aaliyah. He need to take his ass to the PC. Well, he definitely can. He can. I mean, he ain't got shit else to do as far as I know. He ain't got no movies coming out. Everything he had with Disney got canceled. So he ain't got nothing going on. Nothing going on but the rent, child. But that's what I heard. And my messiness. It's just messy, y'all. That is what I heard, honey. So we got one more thing to talk about before I talk about NXT and let y'all know what's happening tomorrow. See, let me tell y'all something. I may not hit all the time, but when I hit, bitch, I hit. Okay? When I hit, bitch, I hit. Okay, now look, y'all got to go back on our podcast with me, Nicole, and Alexis because on the podcast we talked about this heavily to an extent. On at least two, maybe three episodes, it was brought up around the time that we learned that the TV rights for WWE was up. And we talked about it like mid last year and late into the year last year. And our podcast episodes, I'll make sure I do a video and post it and let y'all know where y'all can go listen to it at. But on those episodes, me and Nicole discussed where we thought Monday Night Raw should go. And I chose Amazon Prime and a couple other places. Nicole chose Disney, which I thought was a really good idea. And she picked somewhere else. I'm not sure the other place she picked, but her big one was ABC Disney. That's what she was like, they need to go there. Me personally, I was like, Amazon Prime is the place to go. They have a really good streaming service over there. They got solid TV shows, award winning TV shows happen over there on Amazon Prime, which all of the streaming services have award winning or critically acclaimed television shows. But Amazon Prime is in a special bag. Like they have stuff over there, and not to mention they have Thursday Night Football as well over on Amazon Prime. She said put it on Disney Plus, just so y'all know. All right. So I wanted it to go on Prime. I felt like Prime was a prime market, no pun intended, for WWE to go to. It would be the first of its kind to be streaming live every Monday with this kind of show on TV. Also, my thing was Amazon Prime is pretty much owned by everybody. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you have access to Amazon Prime and you're able to watch TV, which 90% of the world has an Amazon Prime account. So you will be able to watch Monday Night Raw every Monday. Okay. And it's gonna come on. Like you can watch it and enjoy it for 3 hours or however long they decide to keep it going. So I was adamant that Amazon Prime should be the place to go. And it came out today, or at least they're alluding to the fact that the deal between Amazon and WWE is slowly being finalized, and eventually these guys and girls are going to end up over on Amazon Prime next year rather than being on NBC Universal. Now, I have no issues with them being on NBC Universal. In fact, I was glad that they were on NBC Universal. They had a really long, tenured relationship with them. But what fractured that relationship was when they introduced the WWE network. NBC Universal felt like they cut them off at the knees and didn't give them an opportunity to be able to make money off of that, despite the fact that they've been making money off of WWE for years. Okay. um they felt slighted by the WWE network. And while at first the WWE network was highly successful, they maintained subscribers, the network couldn't sustain itself with the business model that they had. So they gave it to a company that had a little bit more money and tenure and power to be able to man the network. But instead of keeping the network up and let it be separate, they smushed it together into the newly formed Peacock network, which it pushed it together and put it into the newly formed Peacock network, which it's okay. The Peacock network is okay, but I liked the little ins and outs of the WWE network. You can go to specific matches. They had timestamps where you didn't have to sit through the entire show. Like it was just stuff that you could do that you I really enjoyed when it came to Monday Night Raw, when it came to watching the old shows and getting that nostalgia of those older times that we when we watched. So I kind of miss the WWE network because of that. I will say Peacock is a bit more efficient. I don't really have issues when it comes to the streaming. Usually, I'm not having buffering issues like I used to with WWE. They run on better servers, so that part is a plus. But I just wish that they would utilize what WWE had in terms of an interface and let us watch what we want to watch. Nicole said it's even more funny because they're getting on a Prime streaming service before AEW. Hmm. Girl, that's AEW fault. It's legitimately, it is AEW fault. It really is. But we're gonna talk more about the Amazon Prime Monday Night Raw deal that could possibly go through on Wednesday. Okay. Because I don't like Peacock on the account. It's hard for me to find my favorite SmackDown episode. It's hard to find anything on the Peacock network, if we're being honest. When you pull that streaming service up and you go to WWE, the way that the layout is and the structure is cool. But once you get to SmackDown, like they don't have it set up so that you can pull up the specific episodes correctly, or they done took out some episodes because they feel like some of these episodes are too controversial. And in my mind, it is what it is. It happened during a time where the environment and society was different. Y'all just gonna have to get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's we obviously know that some of that behavior was not okay. We knew it wasn't okay when it was happening, but it was wrestling. Wrestling was a TV show. It was not real. It wasn't reality TV like what we're seeing right now. This was wrestling, a produced, televised storyline that was streamed live on TV every week. So people just have to get over that. But they got certain episodes either bleeped out or cut up, which is why I miss the WWE network, because WWE network just put the shit up there. WWE didn't give a fuck. Okay. They put the shit up there. They was like, it is what it is. The only stuff that they really tried to be a little bit more respectful about is the stuff where Benoit was there. Like they tried to cut some of those episodes out, but he was in a significant part of a lot of SmackDown and Raw. So specifically SmackDown. So there was no way to get rid of it. Like they would have to literally get rid of full seasons of those shows to get rid of him. So unfortunately, it is what it is, loves. Now tomorrow on NXT, you're gonna get Gigi going up against fuck ass Cora, and then you got out the mud going up against the family. Okay, so I don't know what they're gonna do. All I know is last week out the mud cut a promo and was like, "We standing on business and we gonna take your ass out." And then little bum ass Reggie came in and fucked it up. I'm telling you right now that they need to get rid of Reginald and pull in Jada. Have Jada be their lead out because she got all the swag and everything you need. She would be killer as y'all leading girl. Reginald don't fit. He don't fit because he's not a part of that world. He's trying to be a part of it, but he don't fit because he ain't got the chops. He don't even know what the fuck he talking about. He don't know what you're talking about. So nah. Pull Reginald, put Jada in there, cause you're gonna need Jada to have to contend with this bitch over here in the corner. Cause Reginald can't hear her, but Jada can. Tell you, okay. So we got that. All right. And we got a lot of stuff to look forward to for the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, we figure out what's going on with everything when it comes to WWE, how they're going to play this out when it comes to Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania. It's going to be an interesting time. It's going to be an interesting time because I feel like it's going to be a bunch of swerves coming our way. But we'll just have to wait and see, y'all, because it's going to be fun. Now, to give y'all a little bit of a recap of what we got to look forward to in 2024. Money in the Bank is going to be in Toronto, Canada. Okay. And that weekend, they're going to have a 3-day weekend in Toronto. So Friday, they're going to have SmackDown. Saturday, they're going to have Money in the Bank. And then that Sunday, they decided to put NXT Heatwave as an actual PLE and not a TV PLE this year. So NXT Heatwave is going to all happen this Sunday. I mean, that Sunday, July 7th. Everything is going to happen that weekend. Plus, 4th of July is Thursday, on a Thursday this year. So you're going to have 4th of July. Friday, we going to go. Canada not going to have 4th of July. We are. Friday, we going to be able to still eating ribs and mac and cheese and leftovers and shit. It's gonna be a good weekend. And tomorrow, the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic starts this week as well. Now, OTM and them obviously are not in the tournament because they are getting a tag team championship. So you're gonna have Hank and Tank in the tournament. Gallus is gonna be in the tournament. Briggs and Jensen have broken up, so they are no longer a part of the tournament. But you have Braun and Baron Corbin who have teamed up to be a part of the tournament. They probably gonna end up winning it, child. Which is annoying as hell, but you live your best life. But they probably gonna end up winning it, child. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be Braun and Baron. Braun and Baron, Hank and Tank, Gallus, LWO, I think, is in the tournament. I guess we're gonna see all of the entrants for the tournament tomorrow. And we'll see. Cause hold on, let me go to WWE's the Instagram for NXT. The Twitter for NXT. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Okay, they put them up today. Oh, they got the first matchup set for the first round. Oh, Axiom and what's the name is gonna be in there? Yeah, girl, it's a lot of Build-A-Bear teams in here. Axiom and Nathan Frazier are in the Dusty Classic. Now they've been a team before. You know, they obviously were competitors. They're also friends. Them being a team don't really make me go rolling my eyes and shit. But the first team is gonna be Hank and Tank. They're going up against Axiom and Nathan Frazier. I'm gonna say Axiom and Nathan Frazier are gonna go over on Hank and Tank. And then you got Gallus going up against Corbin and Brian. And I say Baron Corbin and Braun are probably gonna go over on them. So yeah. Finn and Joe, Riddle and Pete. Hold on, let me check the others. The Build-A-Bear teams do always win the tag. You are 100% correct. They do always win the Dusty Classic. It don't never be a legit tag team. It always be somebody who who they don't put together, which be that's so fucking weird to me. Like, why wouldn't you let a real tag team win the actual Dusty Cup? Oh shit, I forgot about Alistair and Ricochet. AOP won the Dusty Cup, but that was forever ago. Are they the only real tag team that won the Dusty Cup? That's weird. Anyways, y'all, so that's what happened on the shows, and that's what's gonna happen this week on NXT. We got a lot going on with these shows. NXT is fairly solid this week. It's gonna be interesting to see what they're going to do. But we're gonna wait and see. We're gonna have a good time waiting, okay? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on out. It's weird. Today I didn't have a lot of people in. My feelings are hurt. Feelings. Feelings are hurt. Hurt alert. I know Don had to work pretty heavy. I ain't mad at him. I ain't really mad at nobody. It's just usually I have more people in here. We just be chilling and vibing out. But oh, the Creeds won, MSK won. Okay, so there have been some legit tag teams who've actually won the Dusty Cup. I think it's gonna be Corbin and Brian Breaker this time, and I hate that for them. If they're gonna do a ragtag tag team, I really hope that it would be Axiom and Nathan Frazier. In my opinion, they deserve so much. Baron Corbin and Brian Breaker don't need to win this Dusty Cup. Like I said, they need to give it to Frazier and Axiom. Let them get a boost and let them get something going that's worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on out of here. Y'all be easy. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll talk about NXT tomorrow. Then Wednesday is Freestyle Wednesday. Okay. I will show y'all a couple of things because I got the salaries for the top five salaries for this year or last year. The top five salaries for superstars. They're all men. None of the women made it into the top five. But baby, when you see these people's names who had this kind of money, you're gonna be like, girl. But we'll talk about all of that stuff on Wednesday. I will see you guys tomorrow after NXT. Bye. But before I go, police, do not forget, all right?